Hello guys, Garcia here. Welcome back to Prelude. So let's continue here, guys. So we are doing some vampire hunting here at the metro. So actually I think I probably need to call this guy up because I asked him to wait for me while I look for like the signs. But obviously the sign has to be this, right? So inside the maintenance here. So probably I can bring him with me. The main problem is that I don't want to lose my stealth, so in case I just need to enter the mode, you know. Follow me. So I'm not sure exactly which one is the correct one here. So let's just bring the guy. Okay, so... Oh, where do you think you're going? Definitely not picking the second option there. That's a loony bin option. So we're just looking around. So apparently you're not looking hard enough, or you would have noticed that the maintenance sign next to the door. Nobody's allowed back there. So, what is the price to make you look away? 50, and I've never seen you. Did that guy next to the turnstiles bribe you as well? He's vandalizing the station without a care in the world. What? It's always something. You wait here. Yeah, take your time. There you go, my man. From 50 to 0. I would say that's a pretty good deal. Alright, so we have a vent that we can use. We have a power box here. Bunch of... Hey, actually I cannot like interact with it, just open it, really. Alright, we have a door that needs a code. Okay, what else do we have here? Start the creation of a better future tonight. Earth equals sea, light, firmament, sun, moon, and stars. Alright, so there's some kind of charade here. Alright, so actually you just wait here. Wait. Take a look at this note. What do you make of it? So, you know how the Lord created the world in 7 days? Oh, sure. So, on the first day, he created the light. On the second day, he created the firmament. On the third day, he created the earth and the sea. On the fourth day, he created the sun, the moon, and the stars. On the fifth day, he created the birds and sea animals. And on the sixth day, he created land animals and humans. And on the seventh day, he rested. Oh, I see. Alright, so, if you hear some noises here, it's because I'm actually getting my pen here. I'm going to write down this stuff. I am not religious at all. That said, I grew up Catholic and I actually read the entire Bible. It took 2 years. I will tell this story in another opportunity. Alright. So 7 days. On the first day he created the light. So we started with light. Beautiful. Second day he created the firmament. So the sky, I guess. That's like a fancy word for that. The third day he created earth and sea. Alright. Earth and sea. So definitely we need the order here. On the fourth, he created the sun. Okay, the moon and the stars. Sun, moon, and stars. Okay. On the fifth, he created birds and sea animals. Sure. So birds and sea animals. Kind of specific. But hey, who am I to discuss with a 4,000-year-old book? On the sixth day, he created land, animals, and humans. So land, animals, and humans. I'm actually writing this on my hand. And on the seventh, he rested. All right, he rested. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So my hand is like the Bible now, the Genesis. Okay. Alright, so with that, I should be able to probably... follow me. Oh, we are locked inside. The problem is that the guy is blocking the path, really? Okay, so we start the creation of a better future tonight. So, earth and sea. So 3. Light is 1. So 3, 1, 2. Sun, moon, and stars. 3, 1, 2, 4. Let's see. Well, there you go, it worked. Quite simple. Sorry I had to write this down, but I would never memorize that at all. And as I said, I'm not well versed in biblical studies, which is kind of a bummer when you think about it, playing Prelude here. We are hunters in the service of God here. Alright, so I saved because I'm not going to open this door yet because we had access to the vent before. So let's check this first. We have to be very careful here because if there's like super powerful vampires here, we definitely don't want to stir the pot here. That said, I cannot interact with this. Oh, or I can. Alright. I was like, man, that's a shame I can't open this. And then bam, just the sword. The good old fireball principle here. You don't know what to do, throw a fireball at it. Problem solved. Okay, so we have a manhole here. Man, I can't see anything. Let me see if my different skills here help me. See? The holy sight should help. Well, there doesn't seem to be like anything relevant here. We're just below the train tracks. That's a very not safe place to be. So yeah, I think the door is the way. Well, there wouldn't be like a super fancy puzzle to solve if the door wasn't relevant, right? So, alright, follow me. Okay. Jesus, come on. Alright, open door. Oh, chill. So I'm not sure if like keeping this guy alive is actually relevant. I remember a few bits and pieces of this part because obviously I played this before. I told you guys before. But I don't remember that part. I don't remember if like I need to keep this guy alive. Since I cannot feed on the enemies, I need to kill them using my stealth every time. That's the only way to be like completely safe. The problem with that is that this guy walking around obviously is not going to help me. And this is not anti-tribute. This guy is not going to enter stealth when I enter stealth too. Stay here, yeah. Okay. So I just rather leave this guy here for now. I might regret this, by the way. I might need the backup. I'll probably need the backup actually. But alright. Okay, so that's a very old, unused, I think, section of the station. Yeah, definitely going to need some light here. The main problem is that I'm going to have to pray constantly here because, as you can see, I only have level 1 Holy Sight, so... But I still think that like the Shield of Faith is like the play here. If you are playing with a melee guy in this mod. At least early, right? And I wonder what's going to happen to all of these disciplines when... all of these numinas, all of these powers when we transition completely to Caitiff, you know? Because by the stories that you can select at the beginning when you are creating your character, you know some of the bonuses you are going to have in the following chapters when you become a vampire. That said, because you're a Caitiff, I have no idea if any of the numinas would translate to any disciplines. Like, would they like be replaced by a similar discipline? Like, for example, Fortitude would be like the new Shield of Faith, you know? My guess is probably not. Okay. Oh, Tremere. Oh. Some rituals. What can I get here? I'm getting a prompt. Can I touch anything? Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. That's not good. Poor man. That's Chunk's body. How dare you? How dare you hurt good old Chunk? Okay. This place is looking like the Cube. The one from the movie. the cube. So guys, how could that fat security guard get down here? That's a good question, actually. Do you think it is easy to renew my traps? Remember, everything will trigger them. Oh, good to know. So at least turn the main power off in the maintenance room if you leave. I think our riddle is too easy. The riddle... I wouldn't say the riddle is too easy, to be honest. Because if the guy wasn't there to help me out... Yeah, I'm locked off here. I either have to break this, yeah. So I'm not sure if I turned the power off or not. I clicked on the panel, but maybe I turned it on again because I clicked more than once. I shouldn't have done that. That was a mistake. But yeah, if it wasn't for the guy of the Society of Leopold, what's his name? Francis, I think is his name, right? That's Francis and Desmond, right? I like all of the names, by the way. Francis, Desmond, Bach, Joyce. I like all of the names. I could totally see all of them like being names of like actual hunters from the Society of Leopold. So you guys know me, I take everything super slow, so I apologize if you guys don't like this type of like super slow gameplay like this. But the only way to be really safe here is by doing this. And also, if you think about it, it makes perfect sense that a vampire hunter, especially one that's like inside the den of a bunch of vampires, would be very stealthy and very careful about it. Oh! Should have faked. Oh. Straight from the Gallery Noir here. I don't think this is going to be that much trouble with Shield of Fate on. Alright, so clearly these are the traps. So there's going to be a bunch of these, I guess. So every time we step on one of these circles, or maybe they are not visible, they only show up after you step on them, you know? Which is possible too. So let's faith heal while I can here. Then I'll pray. Alright, so far I haven't like needed help. So I'm going to keep the guy up there for now. But that obviously could be a big mistake. I have no idea. Can I break this one? I don't even know if I'm supposed to break anything here. Probably not. This is not like Sonic the Hedgehog. I'm not going to break this stuff here and get a bunch of coins. So let me see. Where else do I need to go here? So here's locked off. Nothing here. Can I open this? No. So the only way is that way. So let's just pray here real quick. Oh man. Gregorian chants. I have a weird relationship with religion. I've been through the entire thing. From like being involved and going to the church and so on. To really like being really into it. Like reading the Bible and other stuff. To denying everything and denouncing everything. The initial atheist phase that most people go through. And I mostly don't care, to be honest. So I'm kind of on the chill phase, I would say. Oh, so that's the way I needed to go through. So it's not that the path is not available, it's that I'm not just seeing it here. So every time I hear Gregorian chants, I don't think of religion. I think of horror movies, to be honest. Okay, so looking like this, just looks like there's just a wall here. But then you turn here, there's an entrance. Okay. Alright, so I can follow this path. I can follow this path here. Let's see where this one goes. But I'm pretty sure I'll have to fight a bunch of those blood golems here. As long as it's just one each time, should be fine. That's clearly an elevator, so we'll deal with that later. Oh, there you go. So as you can see, the mod is not like a difficulty mod. That's not the point of the mod at all. Even if you like build your character not so greatly, if you like spread around your powers here, even if you don't build the character well, you're not going to have like that much trouble, because that's just not the point of the thing, you know. I'm starting to get lost already. Damn. The main problem is that I'll be thinking, man, if I don't fight everything here, maybe I'm gonna lose an item for the next chapter, you know what I mean? Because since it's divided in chapters, I would have to replay the entire first one to be able to get it back. Some faith hero here. Oh, chill, bro. He's getting me in the combo every time. It's just a small, tiny thing, but the fact that you can actually break the boxes makes the game more immersive. You can like get the concrete blocks, just bam. Just like a very small thing that makes some difference, you know, or like it's noticeable, you know. So I'm back at the beginning, I think. Yes. All right, so let's do it again. Let's try to pick a route that I haven't used yet. I'm going to use Faith Heal again. So there's only the elevator. If I don't find anything, I'll just go back to the elevator. But that's the point of the place, I guess, to be like a maze-like structure. Okay. Yeah, so that's it. So let's just go get the elevator. I'm not seeing anything. What is that? Okay, so before we go, so somber. That's actually interesting. I never thought about it. But because the entire history of Vampire the Masquerade, the 3rd edition, I mean, is so like connected to religion and to like Christianity, you know? It's weird because it also has a bunch of connections. Oh, the guy showed up, as you can see. Just teleported. There's also a lot of connections to the Muslim faith. There's several clans that are connected to either directly or like tangentially. Jesus Christ. Tough word to say. So I'm not really sure about the lore that well. Oh Jesus, what happened just now? Has the generator of the elevator stopped or what? I'm afraid of heights, I can't climb down. I can? Just give me some time to find a solution? Alright, so I'm not going to mock this guy at all because I am also afraid of heights in real life. Can I jump here? Seems pretty high. Oh my god. Oh fuck it. Oh, I survived. Okay. That clearly was not a good idea. Man, I would bet an arm and a leg that there would be like one of those blood golems here, but not really. Alright, so we have the generator. It stopped. I need to turn it on, and I can't. So I probably need to fix something. Maybe I need to use the fuel thing here. Not seeing is so annoying. If I go up all the way here, would this take me to somewhere relevant? So I guess I just need to put the fuel here. It's not like that obvious because this is bloodline, so it's not like it's like a given that certain things will work in certain ways, you know? There you go. Now you can go down, sir. Repair the elevator. Not go down, come down. Hey, stay here. Just guard the elevator. Okay. You know what this part is reminding me of? Amnesia. Have you guys ever played Amnesia? The original one? Or maybe the bunker one? Or is the original one the one in the bunker? Actually, I don't remember now. But this has totally the vibe of Amnesia. You just get objects from one part of the map to open something ahead. The Resident Evil style type of like puzzle solving, you know? Okay. Yeah, that's a blood trap for sure. So let's fight. Come on, bro. Yeah, getting the Gunto was really the best idea that I had. It really helps. I wouldn't want to punch these guys. Alright, so I can open this too. Okay. So this is really a bunker. This is really a long I don't even know, what should I call this? It's clearly like some sort of structure, but it doesn't look like anything. Like these, for example, they are clearly not like we're supposed to be like future or past train tracks or something like that. So this doesn't seem to be like a mine. This is more like a complex of some type. Oh, hey, what the hell? Oh yeah, I remember the first time I saw this. It was so cool. So yeah, as you can see, we arrived at the place in which either there used to be some sort of like meetings regarding probably vampires, I guess. Let's see. Found strange plans. 8 times astrolight, so C4 at supporting columns. So yeah, they want to blow up the Venture Tower. Well, I would guess that is a plan. Astrolight, sure. So let's see what the actual thing is saying here. So the stone labyrinth. So the game is straight up called it as a labyrinth, not a complex. So that building is the Venture Tower, the base of Bach's and Nemesis, arch Nemesis LaCroix. Load up. Won't matter if you killed them before though. But yeah, no, that's kind of weird. If you are a vampire hunter, especially working for Bach, and you know that a group of other vampires are going to deliberately blow up the Venture Tower, wouldn't you allow it? Or like at least not be a hindrance? Makes sense, doesn't it? Huh. Well, we'll see what the future holds here. Save. So obviously I need to use the astral light here, so I need to hide behind the rocks, I guess. I hope I don't mess this up. Here. Just right away, Run. Let's go, bro. Oh, boss fight. Okay, are we good? I guess so. You fight her, I'll do this then. Carson! Why? I always help you. Come on. Is this in presence, I think? Great. Everything explodes here. I need to heal a little bit. Okay, we did it. Praise be the Lord, we did it. Yes, brother, what is? Oh. Nosferatu. Oh yeah, she got us. So you are about to become a vampire. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines Prelude will continue with Prelude 2, which you will have to download separately. All your stats have been saved and can be transferred from Prelude 1 into Prelude 2, unless you want to create a new character from scratch. So you can't have two saved characters with the same name. There you go. So I think for now that's it, guys. So as I told you guys before, this was going to be a very quick one, because first of all, I didn't remember like how much was made for the first chapter, you know. But as you can see here, everybody that is involved on the making, a lot of familiar names, as always. So what do I think of this? I think this is magnificent. I think the idea is really, really good. That you start with the Society of Leopold before all the events of Bloodlines, and not like super long before, you know, like not like years before, just like months. And then you become a caitiff, and then you have to adapt. So because it was a Nosferatu lady, you imagine that you might become like some sort of like Nosferatu caitiff or something like that. But it could be like a case of like just doesn't matter which vampire did it, you know. So we'll see. So yeah, the idea is awesome. The execution is really good. As far as I've seen during this playthrough here, no big bugs of any type, you know. Nothing game breaking, nothing especially complicated. All the menus, everything had like some stylized vibe to it, which is really cool. The numinas work fine, so I have no complaints whatsoever. And I also like that the bar for the numinas is actually a white bar, you know, because of obviously the holy powers and all that stuff. So yeah, unfortunately, obviously, it's very short because it's just a chapter. But as you can see, a lot of work was put into this. A lot of testing was put into this. It's very optimized. The characters are very interesting. The dialogues are very interesting. The motivations are very interesting. So I just have like good things to say about it. So, but obviously, this was just let's say here, a transitional playthrough here on the channel. It was just the little bits that has been done already in terms of Prelude, right? So basically that's it, guys. So I told you guys before that I was already training, because I already knew that this particular playthrough would be very short. But I also was already training in Final Nights to be able to play it for the channel too, which is another one of the big ones we haven't played on the channel yet. And I'm happy to announce to you guys that I am midway through Chinatown now. I was able to stabilize. It's way, way harder than both Anti-Tribute, War Games, and also way harder than Clan Quest 2. So I think it's the hardest, like, overhaulish type mod. that I'll be playing on the channel. So yeah, it's kind of complicated because you have to build your character in a very different way than you usually do, because you have to put points in stats that you usually don't use but are very relevant in Final Nights. So Final Nights is more different because of the mechanics and the new disciplines and new clans, instead of like adding tons of content. So there's a few new NPCs, a few new quests, and so on. But the gameplay is actually the thing that changes the most, especially how you build your character. So it's a very strategic mod in some ways. So I'm finding it very interesting. So that's what we're going to play next on the channel in terms of Bloodlines, right? So in terms of Prelude, not only is a good idea, not only the chapter is very well made, the chapter that we got, there's also, as far as I remember, a small demonstration, a small demo for the chapter 2. So I don't know exactly what happened there. I just remember that there's like a picture of a gate in the sky, like a pearly gate. Like your guy dies, and then that's probably the process of him like becoming a vampire or something like that, or like not being allowed to enter heaven or something like that. I have no idea. I never played it. So if you guys are curious, there is actually a demo for the chapter 2 that you can actually download on ModDB. That is like unrelated to chapter 1, meaning you don't need to play chapter 1 to play chapter 2, the demo, you know. So you can go straight away and download it and just install on top of your vampire and see what they are cooking for the next one. And if you guys want to help the mod creation, the beta testing and all that stuff, you can go to the Planet Vampire forums. There's a section separated just for mods, and there's a bunch of different mods there. So several mods are being worked on right now as we speak, and Prelude has its own section there, and all the members of the team are part of the forum too. So you can talk directly to them and give them ideas and help them test them out, test all the stuff that they are creating. You know, that is one of the things that helps the most in mod creation. Is like people that are not involved in the mod actually testing it to see like if there's like different aspects that they can improve, if there's like bugs that they didn't anticipate them being there, you know, and all that stuff. So that's it, guys. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in Final Nights.